We had a great first round victory over a fancied Waterford team, and now we come into this game against Cork. Obviously Cork won a minor final against Tip, this present team, 3 years ago. So Cork of course are coming in with high hopes as well. Now 3 years down the line, there's changing personnel in both teams, and we feel that we've brought a unit together here that can do very well with Tipperary and hurl very well with Tipperary and develop as inter-county senior players as well. But tonight's the night about knockout, and it's really knockout tonight, and it's last chance to do for both teams. I mean, Tip and Cork the last 2 years have gone to extra time, both 2009 2010 Micheál. Now we're coming into a situation of tossing the coin again tonight, both teams going hammer and tongs at it, and both teams with high expectations. So we'll see how it pan out. Weather conditions are fairly okay so far, but having said that, it could become a lottery if it gets wet.
Well, Ger, coming into this as you are without having the benefit of a game which Tip have had, is it much of a disadvantage here this evening?
I think it's a disadvantage, all right, but it's one we have to cope with, and we've been well steeled to it all year. We knew we'd be coming directly into a semi-final game, so we were practicing and gearing ourselves towards that. But certainly it's a disadvantage, but one we knew we were going to be facing, so we're prepared for it.
How much hurling is Aidan Walsh done? We know how wonderful a footballer he is. We also know within the Cork circle, if you like, he's an excellent hurler as well, but he can't have hurled much with this team.
He's done a good bit of work recently with us, but we didn't have him because he's under-21 football championship for a long time, and then he was involved with Cork seniors. But he played club hurling with his played club hurling championship with his club, so that sort of improved the situation for him. But he hasn't the whole pile done.
You came awful close last year. The biggest test Tip got, I'd say. So what do you think is the missing thing that you didn't have last year that you'll obviously be hoping this team can bring through tonight?
Well, I think tonight is a different game. We didn't get the rub of the green last year. Tipperary got a break, got a free near the end to draw the match when we were in a winning position. Maybe we didn't have that little bit of big game experience that you need to get over the line, and hopefully we'll have that this evening.
Right, Carcador, well, that Fumni.
Golordine Capic Mac Brian O'Mara, Gimmers Marlon, Toss agus Devon Shinata on, agus John O'Neill, Mimach or Gleehon, or Yesh. Shantain Arrow, Hector Romanish, Tatrash Taulo, and Tipperary, agus Cork Marvi, so Martian Cottage Jahig Wadig. So, it's either in the Honda Shohnish, it's a moat Canish the Moon, Imroford or Triulo, Gon Visha Hogan. It's in Canchan of Goldtraston, Shin Coolbar, the Horka, Darren McCarthy. Donna Chagamachi, agus Farrell Emirates are even Lava Clay, Nishi Kate, 5 minutes notes, and Lauders at Airchin, Harva Lauder, Noel McGrath, agus Nacht. Urns and Norwegians and camera specialists on player Camo, Hurley Rochin, agus Shahagan, Fayach, in Tahaikal. The vegetarian there is a Gorka, so now Tog Mar Wastle, went your Horka, Shahan Kedi, or Nishik Farrell, oh, well, no Handrama, agus he could have trust on the game. Kate scored Fatsa, agus Cork and Tatsa and Chuck. Machanish, Paul Ryan. I got 0 sheets and Lorch and William Egan of Fanacht, agus Nishi Fatig William Egan, Tashi Fatsa Notchin, Sean Curran, agus Tashin Akwilla, Tajentic to Berdorn, Curran, Mish Dakmar, Lahas of Glor, Mach, Shelvinish Fatsa, ignore McGrath. McGrath Brandon says, pass, 45, ignore McGrath, and Schopf the John O'Dwyer, Brandon Ottawan, back to Villas and Feld, and John O'Dwyer beyond that. Love a Ligu piece of bug, the wrist the Ligu, le pass for 0 card.
Fish a hint of a chin and skill.
Chance and issue is chance is John O'Dwyer, it's by John O'Dwyer, August, Jenny Collin, Bra, Sauce, Africa, Agan, Ernold McGrath, Jenny was in pass. Not a few tashed to good Clifford of Fairpetition. Darren McCarthy, Mershon. Canton is Corachan Kane, Trin. Fortunately, McGrath reached it was Tasha Lua, Tatak Tunkardam with the Veg McGrath, or Horsi and Chop. Finish go on the Nation Corrado, because he fortunately Adrian Ryan, Johnny Vigor, Chisel Tussin, or Dernoch, Gary Martin, Christopher Joyce, the Horker. Joyce to go to Roher Mission, didn't put to get a shake kick on Johan Kane again, better go away. It might be Correlation kick Oliana, Shrance and Johanish, and Luke of Farrell, position, but Ard, Shin score and Kane's go, and Luke of Farrell.
Shin score, inspired to Pinchin, I was Hanik Shea, or if it'll do, he's and Shin Christopher Joyce. A bit Golamaki draw and slit to the Rodney's top rule and Arcade the Quarry.
Kick Pokamach Garrett shot that Jetcher drawing Jimmy Collin, Jimmy Collin are a trust done. Mara Harlin is Fader is a Pokamach Garrett, Chachta the Hunya, but Shin Zero Harla and Shin, the Paul Ryan, the Hebridoran.
And then look the Talish and Pokamach Garrett, Rockdara.
Into my bridge, Pat Ach.
And out. Or not my brilliant publish the car.
Then a Harbour and Shin, James Nagel. Can't Curtis Dach and Nishik said, well, the Cork tries to she's come on, Chuck. The Noel McGrath and the Mo Ziracha outside Noel McGrath. There's a couple of sheer and Brian Barry Gibber here to Shinnachi fought Christopher Joyce to Noel McGrath Gimmert Mar Lachuli Lower the Hibredar and Chop. So McGrath Gimmert Lord Lena Lachul. Zirach Dina been an artist fair done. Who called Denton Chin. And Tamara Shemus of Ireland Fara. Shell of Fat Rashi Hibredar and either Nunzig Porrick Heffernan. Heffernan Shach and Chinish. The can't just back down. Block on Denton. Christopher Joyce, Todd Joyce, thank God, Lewis the guy from Chincho, on block on Jenny Jenny. And the courage Jahaga, obviously, Fata, Harbor, Jenny Collin, Nish, Tashanti Collin, Major, just made one pass a shot, Twitter, goal pass, oh, pressure, Jenny London, Peter Cruz, not forced, a goal, Fata, Luke O'Farrell, well, Dean Paolo.
Well, got out for Tall over, the ard hands, a good no made Ribishin. For Shin and Jesh and Shin August Miss hit a Marcus Beyond Hannigan Derry Hansen Shin August creating sheet good light.
Was in a mark pass Michael Marvin Rowe in the pass a horse to no the hen. Zero controls Viwaha. You make initial chocolate box here, Nicky Butcher or other get Michael Sullivan is sugar and Robert Sanchin Porrick Heffernan. Heffernan and Shachar Stachin is eager to gear and catch and all, which he fought together that year. Tog and Devon, Immertwag and Lachuli Lor, captain, Martin Farlow Parket, Seamus O'Farrell, Curtis Stachar Region, Mo Dirocha outside the Cork, fought to Jin, trying to get Welch and Palador, August on the morning of his score, fought to get Welch.
I really say on and both us and Murphy, we should have to chat Trasna, August Cowlick Shinlesh, Kundul's Goose and Air, Breher and Gelson. Agus bhí sé gimar sig sa chúine an boutas in a finis tá sé imethe reis amachar an glíthain a ríis fecin.
They mar bit raw pass tá tahi age better nach more amana imri age an tahi vach fáte is in the shin to Cork.
Na hokaide.
Well, Harvard low Harvard. Sullivan chin. Murray Faithful's ficket I guess to no. So he said there to show his points up in dole and Crennis and Chinan better for man Malachter. Lauren for a horta a goal in Norway in the forne for Venus Fiche agus Shincher Chéile Carton House níos luha mbliana. Just she has action can't have a gentle go hauling and Chinna again well Cormaige father the Seamus O'Farrell Brandon were in Sprockenish bullet check can't should start August Hulla horta dol cart with all the horta.
Gan dal tashi to reach 2 to record the clear shocked Barna shock Golini atra ní crete ní crete game dunya go mech Barna den vet sin itur na forn agus gan shock no me dime.
He go down we are we go few trotter hinch up. He na Erdo Corcusha Capmagara Corcusha Michael Whiting on Gar Fatty Noel McGrath Noel McGrath squid no ton dar
a Harring Thrash shocks the clear.
He costal which clear all Fatty again Welch go to Stach. Love clear war come on again as I give Ailu shot she force again which is on rower against the bit against Jahena but I hook on Juggers or Dario kick on Jochen Kane with the O'Farrell here to Machta Ilin Geirin come on Green Gurrier go on again Tashi Fotig Luke O'Farrell on Emmert Godoy O'Farrell Trasna Hofada the Dean Brosnan on Wola August Sinish Pat Capper to Hosse Horka to score all in the match.
Got Keona Cup better tape case with and Lapusi Largus and Long Cooley Agus Arish Anna Coimer Tatter Agus creating Shell Cooley and Jess and Shin or Dean.
So Ferdinand Buchan in Dolphy no Ron Chanley Rota outside Stoma points again as Clitty. After Machin was in Parrot and Chin.
Biogan Indiana.
William Egan hooks box here shot. She wish made a fool McGrath and Blacker so Genichi fighting it she fighting Luca Farrell captain will score it's acht and they're all at was Vader Cork that don't near the first time Luca Farrell Buch and Cliff was saying
Tashan Dain Sherrick Joe agus gach chance attack quick creating sheet a score. We chance and Shin ignore McGrath and Breher and Gelson agus Eglan and Macrovision.
She on the lack. John O'Dwyer has gone in throw or Shin Dara score for it a shoot. Carton issues no sir Aidan Welch Rishni Wash and Canchin she fought ignore McGrath. We've ruined Shin and Mertwahing McGrath. Canchin such an also Kieran Morris and Jenna Goma and was in foul into Morris for forced finish.
Another shade and red in the dog.
What she didn't go she didn't go head she didn't go major she shades it no has here in love and Shin. See, was it a jazz? John O'Dwyer, 3 score. There's a pair in I for Oregon. There's a 3 keen enough to get black. He hit. Derek Farrell, it's rare to Chéile, a hooked on a question. Kerry score, John O'Dwyer, Kerry score, British, Kamach, Jacht. Catching British Shears. Brian Stapleton, Fletcher Stapleton, Dara Era, Tom Farshan on Dollar Nuncy, Tom Shakulin and I for Oregon, Visha Tarring and Shear, and Jenny Captain McKenzie, McShamus so far, look, Michael Wadding, he's good in on Martha Mission, of course, can't kick your Tuck and Keen and Chin, because it's a rare to Chéile to Brother and a fell through and shot. So John O'Neill, got thrust in the park and Shinganchin. Custody into Christopher Joyce, Dean Sushi Futsa, John O'Dwyer, and Shade scorers on Emerty, John O'Dwyer, and Kuibu Canagason. Mata Luco Farrell, Contour to Hottiwan, John O'Dwyer, Tivella.
Well, count in Taba took and Kate scoring all on Emerty.
Mark Woodchin, look at it again. Mark Ellis, and Shella Futsa Rash to Berdorn, reaches the cancer, Butcher, Trust in the park again. Agazan, look at Gentle Region, or Adrian Ryan, Rowall, Futcher Brian Stapleton, Pat Dowling, Stapleton, Jeshinish, and Joy Kieran Morris, Morris in the Traster, Gleehon Ella, August Morris ahead, Treasure for her Trust on.
Tasha Shin is farmer, a door to McDarrett, Focally, Tipperary, and a few Suder Chéile, Le Coig no made a nose. August and Shin been on Darna score, a tough fight to call on Immert.
It's can't do a 5 minute. Lord the Park and it's just there going to love
Conor Lehan him would be Lord Park
and which guy rich and well Vachasaga to chin nach right while Jacqueline Nurchin Omana Imria get Marvisha Wad the Mach on Sprock as a Garrett Berger Ganchin on the Ellen Tipperary and it was Kieran Morris Reach Tom Morris the fell so much at Traster Gleehon Jessica is taught for score couldn't Jack Hanmore ni Dolan go gas Shin Jack did pretty much in his fire if you want to score the Canchin O'Dwyer Girald Tashi Footage of Brian O'Mara August on Cole scoring to Brian O'Mara
Ard cool or father fad I'm sure on Shin
what's only a ghost in third pass
the card go back Shiglan Tamach fi chance on Shin again non cool leave push a Brobiog so cool or those in a grimmer dose on O'Mara of Shin create chance
there's nothing in road into for your months a couple of months we go Ruhin Rosh to Cork and Mo Diro Jack Reach because Reach touching block into O'Mara Colmar Takamach attaction Gente Jared McCarthy and Tom Shot Vishal it's in again Cantamach and Trinnick Seamus Corrig is in a shoot Cork at off we've rule Joe Kenning in the puck in the Schlesser Herman Malachter Mara Hardin Amity Canchin Butch's Jack was the Cantamach is William Egan is the shot out that the Cork scored all no it's it Canchin Futsa egg Conor Lehan and Chin for Dimmerlish Nashinzer she Futsa and ish Daniel Roach because Roach got thrust in the park and thrust at Luca Farlock and Thompson Titton to your law Schleiser puts Ishel Nish because he fought it at Luca Farrell. Luca Farrell, he kicked it's Dean Brosnan at on, and Shannon Doris scores goal to Dean Brosnan.
Ruher Leider, a Rish, Ruher Enner, a Rish, a Fisher and Leider. Agus Visha Jungwan to count Shin a create no, because we Agler better go, she'll hook Hiler, a Derek Shin.
Will Burnley and will Dulcan Keen Lidina for a nation, fights a hard ball, Jimmy is going John O'Neill, and Rado is a hard thrust on. Agus an ish tá Cathart a hotsa Hebrador and try score all in the Mert.
Well in the land out of will ard Fiawas taka Immert Hebrador and they didn't know made a nose. Agus tan a tosa henish ag dul timple a high agus a bucket timple agus a Fiawas went home belir.
Ach in Heshte Vimach and Corpat will tar Philippines as a dollar Ruher a draw Hul Recho Machalcha Shell Fat Rashik William Megan the Horka and catching this Shifana Chin agus Tashi Fatsa a Chin a Porrick Heffernan Trastanish agus Keatsita to Northern Felsia Gabor, Jeshin Sean Curran as far as one of the whole, and August Sean Curran, Trashy for her Traston. Sinicha Paddy Murphy and 10 toss up now, Nachwil try score all in the Mertz. The Hibradors.
Corhan one, not have been Björn got killed the dinner toss a fine score and August Marador to Shin Cool.
Shin V. Shin, yeah. Commandish Trish on the Risha action, top of the rest of the Mertz. Election action, Cart. Dermot McCarthy, Paddy Murphy, Gershell of all and Chin, agus Paddy Murphy, Gertie and Chin.
Agiri, Chag Valley, and of Lesson Slitter and Chin.
James Nagel, Nish, got a free hold for the cost Buttering goes to Dornish, Jamie Collin, Brandon Susan, and pass Trasta, Achnichi Morgan, we and Tony, she got the force, Hayden Welch, you get a shell of all the gin, August Domachni, Spoo, on the gin to get Welch, back score, what's it, Jinnige. The Kinta against the gin, and that's Costentori. Hibredar and Shantinish, Dean Brosnan, a 3-0 score, August Willen 3-0 score, 40 Dean Brosnan, Neil. So that Paddy Murphy. Shell Fossig Murphy to Tour Timber Castle Hart to catch the wall up, which he puts a row again, August puts her heel. Come on, Chastanish, August Shinkano Jackarty to Cork and Nietzsche.
To sort of get her in those.
Mark Ellis is Shroud the Woolen, Willis the Cantrop. So she puts a go hauling again, Stachs the Lorichin. For Rory Lane, Noel McGrath, Lane, Tinchi Fortune Lane, Jamie Coughlin, Tashanti Collins puts the table Moiga, Kofada Dean Brosnan, Tashanti Brosnan or Cole, August on go! Cole, Fortune Brosnan. Here Nagger Wulchin post near Harvey, she's just a goal.
Shin Cole, August Colleen fighting at our shin. August Rish.
Rish pat on Leroy's Ord.
On Leroy's Ord, and more dear Ruckmer Derter, Jamie Coughlin, a Crooking and Chan Shindo. Agus Crucial Oracle is Jackson Hunger Cajun.
Hold a mission Tipper de Rollums, Grant Corrin Kesh, find a good cool hit. Grant Hosea Gamaka, Grant Kesh now off in a good cool hit. Well, Factor Humson, Leroy Ord, the Crow Jack of the Go Box, Hamala Shin, or a hitter, or Roher in the night. Paddy Moore finish because they gave a Kursi. Allow the region pass only transfer to Brian Stapleton. It's Kellis Fell Stapleton in which is back to Stapleton. World Concussion Bolter Stapleton. The Munster Hiberdar in the Camp of Garag is better go low the Raka. Nichi glad the force. So she's fought the rash. Into Hiberdar the pass Maki Sean Gordon. Glad the Raka and Christopher Joyce. Saglana. Nichi glad the Mora Nega Tashi Force. It's Che. So our Hunter took O'Hib Cork at the Haggis and fouled into Erjera.
If I have Janet Wire, Cooley and Ella.
Who came fought to Egogadisha, Kerfox here. August Chance initially or Hugo Puck series and Sheo Coolin, August Gadivana Shindentig, Gana in Stroh.
Cool fight to come.
James Barry Buntsbach, Ictibradorn, August Joe Gallagher took a shot on the odds. Mention Assistent Cork Garish, nach Intochen oder Epic, Jens Furner, Anchi Cool. Non-Tossanish Michael O'Sullivan as their first goal reached on Dorothy Nabuchi to Eileen Gehrig O'Sullivan which on counter corner her Traston Kajevin Tall Zanish Takuiger the Hosea Cork to score all the Emirates.
There's Art score and Shin. Art score father and Shin Michael O'Sullivan and Shin B. Rinnish Gotro FN. Roher Liger and Shin Hanig Kiran Hawk Trast there August Derry Glesh Dull Harlan tackle Shin August Creep to Shigamahe.
The Machnish was in Shellafotchig, Mark Ellis saw bullish up to Smack the Holland Joy Connor Lahan. Nishlan go over Brandon Church Brook, Chester Colleen and Shaw, Agson Colleen score and Agsonish Pat on set Crit they Corka. Pull off of 3 score.
Gachel Levina than Cheshire Thresh, 3 score oil August. Hirsche Smack the Erin Schlitter and Shingo hand tap in her fad.
All in her fad.
Bin and Roan.
Smack the chefs, Hastra, Eganam Kena. So. Kerry at the reach, Intochen Cliffe in no months, which in Andolo Hivgativ, or Los Lasso and John Kicker on Kane and Job. And Shell of Fotter and Tipperary and Tom Shock and Canton Corahara Tave Lane.
Lachuli Lara Alma.
Machnish Paul Ryan is Nishtasha Tower took a Hibredar and score all Rivla. Hampshire Hui Toncliffe shot Dolo Hivgativ. Casa Alling and Chingentic Shemus of Farlug, the Corachan Keniga, Porrick Heffernan, Jeff Trasta, Aiden Welch, their block on Chinchin, and Shell of Fotter and Adrian Ryan, who's on foul, Genta, Daniel.
Tegen aan, nog een dinne gesole, John Adwire, beter nog de Hanin Shelesh, Chakle Makofa, de Shino Cool.
You have Mudam Fragra Bedzer, what's an Fragra? Fragra, Noel McGrath, Thompson, Rehama. Hession puts it fear ord, he puts it either on the Hule. The Tower thing, Pokemachanish Taka, or Darren McCarthy. Snap what's in Jinga Hall and Hunger Contivlin, Imi Hart Tavlin, Exerter, Paul Foley. Moyer and Chin, Far, Timberlip, Minchop, Nishkun, Tipperary, I say 3 no make coach of Gorty have us again, Exerter and Kate Lahat and Chop. Jingle Trust and Chin, is the Gerriga Horse and Air, the James Nagel, Erlichi, Lachan, Chance and Chin, like Brian O'Maraba, obviously, Bunsiga hauling and get showed out of Traston. Dar score, Egerson,
Cool agus Colleen in ish fight ag Brian O'Mara vi sé vadnis Congreg don Cool nor a forse an Cool ach vi sé we han a Congreg an Blihan nor a forse an Colleen Allenchen.
Jana Hulach Colleen Mon or go Colleen is in the Fornia agus in Canton me Harativlin is puck less of a san. And a tipper they reached.
Tan dúd min rála hama agus irthug sé de Dr. Corky in ish an jabby en vi gert.
Well, ver shot on. Chawrach le Tipperary da vetach nor maga I chur har trest an kinche tashi soch fad agus tashi crane puck siri to play nor maga vi shashin mecha meider amach o chul chorka
Is komme de magra fring med
Darnas lo in a fornix tashi gardi reach on top on Neil Chelle fotige tashi fotig Cork and Cantron Cork and Keen lab lokalse agus Cormach chin Kieran Hach Kieran Hachnish, Nimmertig William Egan, and Lacholi, Lor, it was Lacholi, Lor, the Sheetzer, it's good Kurumach, Lor Parka. Immers watching a Dean Brosnan, not just more in Brosnan show, Immers alling a Brosnan, Agus Vachasat, Gwill, and Fain one in a Brosnan, Trish Cole is going holy now, and pass shot, because he look up, touch for the Jenu, Taro Farl or Blue shot, and it's put on any chocolate to the score, and pass the shot, chance to Johannes Connor Lahan took a Contalo with. Puck Eric Neal now pucks here Hayfield. First has to goal, Trent Fosey Lahan or Dara Europe. Action Ashton Kamela goal. A ton of Tipperary check the mark and show. Agus Innsbruck and Trin. Immers my shits go and Trin. Sean O'Brien. Agus Glantamach. Come on the score.
Agus Rinnan Lan Chuli.
Agus Cork Wienish the Bronna. There's a cut new Irish Europa. Nish. Peter Cool John O'Dwyer's been a goal and show. Chapin Goil. Tashi puts Neil. Tashi got out of trust on again. Kerta Gestigan or Hogan Puck Seer. Darren McCarthy Martian. Say Gary Bagnin Dorachan show. Start simple agus near time of force from Organichin. Daniel Roach gear the catch on the hurt from Keane. Then she fought Norm McGrath. Nish McGrath Brennan's Brock. Woolachak had more meat to hard the Neerakshin. Well Narratively is the puck slash. He's bought on a catch and butcher skip away. Well, needs some care to the guest Chinny Dean Brosnan. Runs up pressure to the root more passively in Chin. Some pass fotter to Adrian Ryan. Nishugus Chelle fought together. Hibrador and Nugus Narira. She takes a mushja. Turned in the Ficky Mader. Nugus reach Amara Horsusen. Kruger, agus he fought St. Johnish, agus Kieran Morris agiri order Tashi order Jastic Morris Bishop by Bro, Sheeran Ish, Sean Curran first, one in the Hoon, chancing Sean Curran, Costin Jazz, the spots of Roho, Dohain, agus he puts the hauling is Sean Curran and Doris Gore Eggerson, saw the Fornia or host goal.
So the first goal Rish, agus Camsha Ardvola Horton Shinda Morris per Dumpik She and Shogus and Showed agus for Yera, then She Curran Leshin Bass, agus Craig Nick She the Glotje.
Shin wouldn't side to the court or showed and Johannes Peder is oh, spelled Nachra John O'Dwyer is dead. An Archin Cutters and not telling it, she punted Luca Farrell, Fraben Leroy Godasto, a Farrell Van Stockens Brook, Castle Just touch a turning in Sheeran, Wadding is Grilliless and Nimmert's towel. Look at the Cork is sprayed. Has she fought to go Farrell Reach? Sorry, Nimmert's to go Farrell. Casabella One, Casabella Hilla, Pass Sheer, Dean Brosnan, the Brandon's Brookenish, Ellen Fear, Gary, Dean Brosnan, Kurjan Kanchan, Traston, the Porkinish, Kegel, she fought to Michael O'Sullivan, got reach, answer goal, block on Sazan, Foster Melo goal, action Ashton, just goal! It's sure Derebe, Sullivan of Kurshaka. Sheelam Gaway. On law, Tossak Michael O'Sullivan, or Dara Erot, Pedro Few and Trio Erot. A Kurshak to goalie.
Cartagod, McDarrett. If really Erot there, Kurshak or Dose, it was in Chinvish and Talif.
No, sure, Conor Lahan. Conor Lahan of Ford, with Devon. Conor Lahan, 4 and Cole. Agus tá Daniel Roach, once my Corka, agus tá David Drake, Tuckerstach. Neidjog the Shachtjog. Shana Fatch Johnish, Adrian Ryan. Ryan a Bullstach, Stachano, Nose, O'Mara, Tashi Tetchin, Thompson, Love, O'Mara. They're Henry with the order, Stach and O'Mara. Talk Hunter John, they land out for Gary Lana Mackinson, Christopher Joyce, Shelf Contigus, Chancellor Corker, Tipperary, McCarthy March, and John O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer, Gareth Stachel, the ball of Derek Timpler, and Capper Timpler, he fought in Kieran Morris, on Emmertig Morris. Keith to go and catch a hard thrust on. Dúirtí mugan lína fiche méidir agus Devon sin déntaige. Richel of Origin, Nietzsche fighting Sullivan, she fighting Norm McGrath, Peter Gaveka was this Muggy Hunker, White Joe, Brian O'Mara, Pat Hunker O'Mara, Son O'Mara, Galore came in a talking O'Mara, Chin of Visha, Tarring is sheer Mavi, Mish, Bravallum session at Colorisht.
Bacard Puckamach and Chin, Bacard Puxair Mach the final.
No, I'm Russia.
And the push came in now,
Green, no, Green Gary Hansi?
Bioganin made their. Tána cuis céimeanna níos soiléire ná an Gréimhar an Gansi.
Well, bheadchas sagh a lucht fechanna ar agla bhfuil in Dermot into go Pat Fleury. Pat Fleury gimmers the Cossentóirí, so bheadch sé taobh leis an Cossentóir. Ach, tá John O'Dwyer tuisí chu thar a trasnán.
Hignán McGran sin and the O'Mara.
Chorthga Devon, agus tá O'Mara focam. Onan, náiríre is a focail leis héiniste. Adrian Ryan sin ach chu trasna na park inis agus bhfuil Tosha Chatter Corkish and Joe Gallagher a bullish Dachishel. Traston Parker Joe Kieran Morris Potting Morris Castle Balachwan. Oh, pass all in Shaka Sean Curran. Cool Morris chopped him off on Emirates Gado. Like Darren McCarthy and Chen. Hagzi Glantamach and Chinner James Nagel. Nagel Law, Kuramach and Sugas Imlori Gira Cheleva all in Chinnockton. Richard Potting the Tipperary, Todd Tibberdorn. Foshka. And Dream at the Akab Horsey Chop Brian O'Mara a British Shisto Hain and Jentiga Hauling a Gomara Farmore Tashkilliga. Well, better go to Gomara on Talon. On Emerton Landers in Glantamag Seamus Curry is Stachanish and George Jamie Collin Cossad Wajenta. Jentiga Hauling or Father Collin ish. A Fedish Griffin on Kanchan Butcher Tiger. Kay and a zero to show Luca Farliger Richel of all. Nixie Fotch Connor Lahan. Ellen Gear block out to Chiniga Gossador is on. Block out Denta. Has a puts in Mach Neil. Michael Wadding is screaming this number from though he went from Glantamach and Chinnig the Tipper there August again under the Stephen Maher Macadil or the Parka. The shell of all the Horka August he fought David Drake and it's the Omega Costas Crunch and Canchan thrust in the Parka pass all in thrust in the Parka was Fader Fishy begging in Beja Raw or the Chin the Luca Farrell was fortunate to ignore McGrath Brando's shot and pass Zero Creed, Zero Shachalova, Adrian Ryan and Issues Ashton, a current dibber the Hernum series to William Egan, a fan of the Nietzsche Fotching William Egan, which he father Dara Ear Peter will need John O'Neill, and Stella Fotching John O'Neill, a robot to go hauling and Chennig William Egan. Core, Immert, Edith Troy Merton, Bishach, good see, Aidan Welch, Tarring is sheer, Thor, so Michael Wadding, August Chillam, but Shelvinish, August Jamie Collinish and Boxeer, as in Canton Corral Traston, August Neil and Chen Pat, and Dara score. Canton Butchmach and issues same as the Farliger Shelval, watching Dean Brosnan is picking up a corner when he came in up running Shelmahi the Hachens. The quarter right issues the Ordich and David Drake. Thought Drake Fekalach. O'Hanning Shashtach and Shahan Canton Butchinish pass alling was Federer Smachto, Tashi Smachti and Chin, Tashi Smachti Connor Lahan, oh Bola, Agazia Kasagas Chin, score Eardach, Connor Lahan.
Avian Counchin, Lloyd, your father fight. So the Hanshe Shak Quigan near the Van Doubt in the Agna, a Gorevsha contoured for his score. Don't be shaken tapping Hook Strake, Contar on goal, Agus Dirichis Shak and Drasnan.
Agus thought Damien Cahalan, the Chachta Shachanish, Damien Cahalan, Visha Furin Pelle Hamas, Rofi Blaine is Ficha, Eshin Chachta Shak Marlon Kholi, Agus Golamachan, Tha Eddie Finn, Damien Cahalan, Makla Niall or Noy, Imrincha. Once coming Varanifa, Imrincha Pelle Glan Barachan, Shin with the one Kinse, John O'Dwyer, or Scorella. Josh Higginish, and score is in Canton, but no, that's a Bulse. Oh, Puxless, all in just the Lord. Oh, I took a like a hauling and training John O'Dwyer Branners struck. Oh, me and Cousins come off. August and the Carters got Darren McCarthy, which has an odd cards. A Cousin Cook come on, Jin on in Felly and the Can't go Ryan is to Vetch to the score. That's a Harkin to Luca Farrell, Slucky Ainish, Don Hussinson, Daw, he have a Felso.
Oh, good out, Tavian. Gwynne sé gach iirecht an ceann sin a chur isteach sa chúl bhí an cosantóirí go maith agus bhí an cúl bair an bhaid freisin.
Bhí sneann si den foul agus bheithre is minic ná chéile fecinn tú cosantóirí é léimtristeach pucsaí ar tuca go bhaid tá puck séirne sig Noel McGrath díra Hurling is 60 héin fágan tá sin go dtí 8 méidir amach ó Chúl Chorca tá sí builte ordaige agus tá sí builte ar a trasdán ag Noel McGrath tríú scór fáte ag an péir ó Luachma Cosnan Leine.
Gan anna cena síocht an sin ó Noel McGrath agus tá siad a súil le Woody Moylan go a múr an ann.
Difaníra tá go machchan is agus módíireach tá Brian ní gra sémas a fearlan agus sell fáting sémas a fearlan agus a fearlan chuisteach as a nimmer a goskils pí inis agus cosintháin genta ag Kevin O'Gorman bhí se le déanana Chúnama déag fantan teágan níra mark an atá seo inis builte an sinnig Adrian Ryan fácan is héin níor an marca Gert cólín fáting Adrian Ryan bhí sé na tosaí hena fort agus tam sé trí cín lár porca nocht sinna chéad cap.
Gan sin an tochtú duine a riidir hibredáir in a tatar scór a hail.
Macha teachtanis agus in Counchin agus Jamie Collin géirí ordaigh a háling a Collin is ag an amachtas ag an rohirnis agus a pasláh álaigh isteach má féidir in muint tá sí fáte in muint Santa Cólaigh Walsh in Walsh agus an cól
Ard Cúlan sin.
Well, bhí muidir as a géad le gur thug sé tamalir socr seach ar nó máintach maidain fechar seo.
Bhí mí air nó méad ó hin nó nar éirí leis cúlín na scór a rinne sé gachú í Gartan sin agus haig sé teach sa bhúne.
Well, Cork an cúl chu céine ríis agus an seileáting John O'Dwyer a Brandwarnsbrook, O'Dwyer a Bullen O'Dwyer a Bullen. Ceir nó maid deag, fanta. Which le díad?
Sin cúl Éidean Walsh sin Ard cúl go Joe agus Ard caidan sa cléthe seo.
Níos fearr tá seach Welsh a gairis scamal ríis an passisteach. Chafáda le Michael O'Sullivan a Brandon Hart cas go háling go Sullivan a go roúir tá ginse go Jerford Sturlo go roúir O'Sullivan Gerrit a Green O'Sullivan ar a trastan agus an Doris Gore Egerson agus in ish tá cúlín in na fórne.
Fernand Rumí a bóla go leidir hís fóin an sin mar dar.
Caracholín ba ceartta marrá seachas cúlín Caracholín dátra agus an droméid seo a móla ag cosandóirí Chorca. Amach sin Mark Ellis a chur síos an taobh an bódíireach a bheits ása de Corcanis agus í fáte sin canar lehan a Brandwarnsbrook. Catchin builte ag a Haragólan agus í builte go dastig lehan agus in istra hinna trí scóran ag a barra bhanistar na Corran an parent Don Dennis Wedgepad go dtíon seaca sé ó dóméid suna chuir sé isteach a na gaiileh.
Lá reis a ríise go beda go gurtha sé seach a bhaid níos luithinna sin.
Capteach go go déana cear an óméid. Catchin agus í buiste sí seamas a fearr trasach an seile fáte reis i Tipperary ná chur Tibbredarnas an áir Adrian Ryan is a Brandwarnsbrook. Begad Adrian Ryan Catchin a bhóla agus sciupaí agus é genta go maithigh Adrian Ryan. Bá cholín sciupaí fáteis ag a bhar lár parca. Bear na leid a ríist. Go dtí ceir a cholín.
An cléthe goscail sós do réir chéile agus tá na scór an teach níos tivan an isnámar a bhí Rivisha.
Similis go Brian O'Mara to Kamachanish mar le hosach lár ag Corca in Welsh and not to that Dacrothy ag Tipperary to Tamal Welsh Tasha Brandwarnsbrook Tasha Foster go roher and pass traste could he Michael O'Sullivan for bro O'Sullivan a bola O'Sullivan Well, Brian Stapleton got to Macher, William Egan a Torrance fought the Talon, Neil Sheet at the Rowahiga, Tashi fought to Rashi, Joe Gallagher going to Tipperary, or Gallagher got Trasna, I was in Shelley fought to Rishaka. I was in Boston, I got Trastanish, I was Bertus Cork to Trasna, I was Damien Cahalan and Janagomavish, I conquered Contablina, I was Glanta Hardborig, I was Seamus O'Farrell, Shear, we did Christopher Joyce and Mo Derek Christopher Nish, Nero Doror, we tackled the Ogps Gatela, Tashi British she's fifth, held in the Cap Mare, Tibberdog and Jen, Tanimer Tilanas, was the Ordigo Jastico Gossendor, a Cosdor Kiran Hach, Shelf called to Kiran Hach. Michael O'Sullivan again, all the chin, but she fought to Sullivan Neil, Tashi fought to Rashik Hacharish, needs fair on Tibberdog, Glantamachanish. Simmery Garrett, fought to Hardborig, O'Mara top, Ruby, the Lingaversha, O'Mara's winner was scored, Tashishin Bolzigachni, Dolam, Gur, Chagui, Damcha Michael Sheedy, Coolin, and 9 and 8 shot, no Hang Shash Darila. Ken Hogan a bunch, outside the main trip. As Risha catch it, well, she led again. William Egan agus an tróda hortige pass óling ísil sin Callahan is le tosia agus tá sí fatinis ag Luca Farrell agus tá Shasmina bar score sin Aaron Fishnell ag Luca Farrell sin score gun sé dar tríú Garrow agus Coigel score ag Luca Farrell.
Ja, gan hard score father agus has Bino Farrell Lua galore sa céad le chécha dain séireach is a táise agus nó aon sin seansna gan dátáise ápal a score ná.
Ar cúideag héna nídeag níl se hart fós ach bhfuil corcad de réir chéile a fáisú seachar glyfaseáil se rólua le rá mar taníno med ar a leid fantan seo an Ross agus Niall Cahala Damien Callahan beceartam rá ní Niall bhí an ní dulgur mar Niall éon ómáins timar se peil bhí se gamá tá Damien gomáige béil gomáige nómáins gomáige catcha na briste síos nóir mar gra cúla sír fogad sinna agus í fátan sinna tíirtar eis círáach pass cinan Amidach an sinnig watches Rinnan McGrath Harkeen and Chelval Rash and is Nivesha Buyach has Kieran Houghton Passion and Leroy Chinna 6 minutes Clipper to Lame Spotserish and Cahalan as nach more Jiffit to the Cahalan Ohonic Shestach and Schlessen Chindan to Bradis in Canton Butcher Trust in the Parker Trusted on Michael Sheedy it was Nietzsche fighting Michael Sheedy as she fought like Fair Horko Sloan in Chachin as she fought John O'Dwyer John O'Dwyer John O'Neill tarring his sheer
William Egan are in and Fowler dose Hannig Ellis is Shachach is
8 boxír scoreilse agus ní gólín ag John O'Dwyer pad an chance ar ní agus de sé go devan agus é sin déntaige ní boxír agus é tíocht amach Paddy Murphy
Rownori hibredarn in Ishko Gahashid Rodegan Ian of Beder Kunan on Tona own to Beder Doganin
and Tommy Gimocht and Glogan Chin Shane Omid Fanta Caracoli Natrip Corker Nunzi Rish because in catch at Tiach Trasna Chitwaki catch on Conor Lahan Tom Lewis Filahan Lahan a ball and Chin Dasha Boy to Conker and Taylin Shane score 3 to Conor Lahan Marona to Patney Lane or let's have Leach around the chop mar tan Leach Gachot
kan da ta Leach Gachot ta Conor Lahan or var and list of Wilaher
Lahan look Lahan hen a car look of Farrell hen a 3 can't go fast and now Beckemuts Timberdarn Beder a bugger Noel McGrath Host the Park is it Well Shohei agus an camera Leher agus Kyrie agus with the rest in action now back to camera special Noel McGrath Martin with the cap Tasha Galernunsi on Fedel McGrath here the Ordo Shan captain and Fedel she's hard to rise to guidance while Phil Arney Fader Marta Corka or actually Joshua be Glana Machri Shugazation Glanta Holige Eugene Brasnan Austin D and the goalie and Chachangwol Glanas Boalish Pedro Ducadis Ferras Jimmy Coughlin to Mabel Cool Bar at the Machin Paul Ryan Bunch is a Hallin to Shantor score and score Fonte Jimmy Coughlin a Bine William Murray in the Michael.
Well, got down Fisher Anna Happy and Shin Capus could have got chance. Again, Cool Bar and Counts on the Glenamach, Derrick Le Collin, a Rubba Louis, August and Shin Creek and Shea Marcolin.
Shea Colin, Kieran Ma Hagan Tibradar and a shot. By Ober Ashtock Tinta, Puck Series Jahaka, Nish Pat. Come has a TV in the Kirby York.
Brescia Vega, Emerton Shaw.
Marshin, Shea Colin Atra. There's Le Colin, John O'Dwyer, Hulkane. Zeho Pucks here and Payno Colin Deo.
Cahatun the Colini, a Hogala.
Seamus Hernady. Peter Welsh reach to Gyrie. Agus Welsh Atscom will Stapleton Fokker or Welsh Marshina Harlos. No, I can't manage to go out test on shaking for Moy Corka.
Taking Corhamoy the match.
Pandina, Mahinchashan Suez, nach will Cad of Shaska second Emirates. Wheelton, not Shaska second or light, and Captain Budget William Egan, Tashi Budget fear, Ord, Agus knees far post, the Horka, Tashi Budget, either in the hole, Agus Pan, Tasha Budget, Corky Gitrasha.
The Duffy and Counchin, Harvard Tabas, I could score I to Puxair Marshin, there was no score Island to Cooley and Bin, come on, Wahart.
Marshin, go Chron, the Callunt in the Tipperary and Ocht, on Chron the Moon, Agus Chron the Aaron. Agus Jessica Rees, Dr. Nunzi agus Chile. John O'Neill, a bullish talking to you with the Sean Curran, Titchy, Sean Curran, the Tatamach, and the Horka, Agus the Jenagama, Agus the Glantamach, and Seamus Curry. Connie Macha, Gary Gahor, Jimmy Collin, Ish, Collin, Hanyart Amege, Manchester Sausage Goolin, Khagshebe, Collin, Gira Graham, Collin, Haratrasnon, Coigo score, Jimmy Collin, 3 Canon Embers.
Well, got out, Dort John Allen, Riven, Clehager, group, Tosahe, Anawahi, Cork, Gimlina, August Gandout, Vian Cartiga.
Near Inish John Allen, Brave Grieve on the hill. As need Embragan Intiagan, Yohakan, Shagan, Willie Bargan, and Tipperary. Will Cassawan, look up, will Chidan Bedur, Cool El All, Kenneth William Wahan, get Trosh on the Rira, pass Bull to Traste, late to Chinnig, William Megan as Glantamaiga, August Cork and Tiach to reach, good 3 and Chop. Tashi Foster Nuntic, so they Aiden Welch, and pass Lova, Ishtach. Stockedy David Drake, Tashi Fotchi Drake or Dara Erupt, Drake again onish, Tapert Simpler, Talof, Chibla Kieran Hacher, Drake and pass the stock Butchige, could he Connor Lahan, pass Alling Ishil, Shias, Shah, could he Owen Sullivan is coming to Social, which he called Sige, Immert Watch and Gentle Kevin O'Gorman, Donna Tipperary, Gorman, Abola Machin, Machudi, Michael Sheedy, Gira Shell of all of Tashi Kojic Sheedy, Tashi Butcherash, and Corkerisha, because they Luke O'Farrell, Stock and Isharish and pass, and also I can bridge them, Chisika Gustensor, Kevin O'Gorman, and Gira Shell of all Gentle Gamaha, Gay, they rocked a fair, or Ober, fair, or Rot, Ibra, Tossi, Horka, Noel McGrath. Austin Channel Goalies, Quillinsha, can more father Stockerish, a Gary Tashi Fotcha, John O'Neill, a goal of Rohorichin, Tatim Brazil, Tivamoja, Ta William Egan, Blocker Tig Egan, Captain of Ford, Hangsan Joe Hampton, took Egan. Conquer Teamlin will Jimmy Hard Teamlin, Tasha Hama Patrick, Trosh all the score, has with the Brandos, with Bunna Hart, Pat Kita, Erzer, round the Huggets.
Well, we throw the Hussa Corky on Lider and Shin, August Cook made the Connor Lahan for Yera, or Nora we scored in the Chest Island Shin, Hun and Clehabok and for Connor and
August on Adam Yernock Shades and Chop, Egg Michael Wadding, August Shit Cork at the Kellerib, Connor Lahan, Ibrahim
August Ger Cunningham and Sher Harkown, Board Gosh Energy, August Cohort, the Marshin, Le Connor. Congratulations, Connor. Fantastic victory here this evening.
Victory, yeah. We knew coming in was going to be tough, but we have a very tight group. I think that's what got us over the line in the end.
And what was the difference, say, in comparison to 12 months ago?
All out the goals, I suppose more determination because we lost. So we brought that into the game, and the goals got us through it in the end, so we're happy with that.
You got out of the blocks in fantastic form, I'd say. It was everything the manager had looked for. You were 1-7, I think, to a point ahead after the 8 or 9 minutes. Then tips started coming back at you, and were you worried then at that stage? Were you only a point ahead at half-time, and you should have been a lot further?
To be honest, I didn't even know what the score was. To be honest, I thought we were well ahead, to be honest, at half-time, but I just got told there. But look, we got there in the end, that was the main thing.
All right, now you're into the final. You don't know yet who you're playing, Limerick or Clare. Any preferences?
I don't want either of them, to be honest, but look, we'll take what we can get.
All right, Cohort, Skermagat, Conor Lahan, Marshin, Marlech, Himmer, and so August Hajar Fitzgerald, Hagajar, congratulations. I kind of gathered from you before the game you were quietly confident, but that went, I'm sure, as well as it could possibly have done.
It went very well, yeah. We were confident that we did a lot of good work done earlier in the year. And the run into this, there was a lot of club championship matches, and it was difficult to gauge how we were going. A lot of our lads had a lot of involvement, as you do with under 21, and we knew that. We did a lot of work done early, as I said, and we were confident that work would bear fruit if our lads could perform to the level that we knew they could, and they did. We were delighted.
And once you got that ball, it released into that inside forward line, they made hay.
Well, they played very well, but I think the team worked very, very hard. And in fairness to Tipperary, they came back at us to be level after a poor start by them. And all lads showed great composure and great concentration and great work ethic to come back and pull the result out in the end.
How important, considering maybe that the minors and especially the seniors have had a poor year, how important is this result tonight to raise the spirits of the hurling public in Cork?
I think it's important to raise the spirits, but I wouldn't be getting carried away with the result in terms of its overall significance. I think we knew from the start of the year we were coming to Thurles to play the All-Ireland champions, and that was a significant match for us in itself. And I think that's the only thing. We've won nothing. We've only won one game, and we're not going to cure all the ills or improve all the whole situation in terms of Cork performances overall. But we have a chance now going into the Munster final. We're playing Clare or we're playing Limerick, and they'll be two tough teams. But I just say we were very pleased to win. It was a significant match for these group of young fellas in their development. It gives us another championship match at a very high level, and that's what we're really looking for, to develop the young players.
As Conor said, the goals were the crucial difference, I suppose, between this performance and last year's performance at the same stage of the competition. We're going to show you some of those now. You'll enjoy these, especially, I suppose, early on in the game. Jamie Collin, and you had goal chances galore in the first half, I suppose.
Yeah, we created a lot of them, but the lads were working very hard out the field. We were delivering the ball in, and fair play to them, they were composed. And when we missed one or two, we still had the application and the effort to come back and keep trying. Very important. I think also Aidan Walsh's general contribution was a significant difference from last year's match to this year's match.
Yeah, there's Dean Brosnan getting the goal just before half-time, I think. And yeah, you did have I mean, you had the Tipperary full back line in all sorts of trouble, and I suppose the message at half time was more of the same.
It was, yeah, but to be fair, no, they came back well into the game. I wouldn't be getting carried away that it was all one way. I thought, to be fair to Tipperary, they put it up to us for a good bit, and we got the breaks there near the end. But I wouldn't be saying it was all one-way traffic, although we were, to be fair to them, they fought their way very well back into the game.
Now here's Aidan Welch's goal now for a fella who's hurled very little. That was a lovely touch.
Yeah, he's a good natural hurler. He's a great athlete, and he got a great result. And I'm glad it went well for him, because to be fair to the fella, for the amount of preparation he put in, he was taking a chance for a man with his reputation. He showed a bit of confidence in us, and we had a bit of confidence in him, and we're very pleased that he's after throwing his lot in with us this year.
And once he got the goal, that was it. You were level before that goal. You managed to edge things closer to the finishing line once that was over. And I mean, you finished with your tails really up.
Well, we did, but that happens in games like this. Once you get a little bit of a run, and Tip were really looking for a goal to get back into the game, and we crowded it out, and it was difficult for them to get through then. But that's the way it is. I suppose we learned our lesson from last year. We weren't going to give up a goal near the end very easily.
Can I just ask you about Aidan Welch, just to go back to him now? So obviously you're through to the Munster final in a few weeks' time. Is he with you now for the remainder of this campaign?
He'll be with us, but we just have to discuss his schedule now, and to be fair, we can't be putting too many demands on him. He has other commitments with his club and with the Cork Senior footballers, so to be fair, we'd have to take cognizance of that, and we'll come up with some arrangement where he can be available to every team. We're very pleased to have him, but also I suppose we should mention that Kieran Sheehan, to be fair to him, would have been available with us, and is a big loss to us, and we just wish him well in his recovery. He had thrown his lot in with us as well, but for a very unfortunate injury in Killarney, would be available to us as well.
Okay, well done, Jerry Garmaga, the
Thanks
start
very
against
much.
Carculor. Well,